Let me just begin by saying that, yes, folks do need to know who is trying to influence their votes. Now, the Citizens United case, you need to understand when this is talked about, it's talked about in the context of free speech. The Supreme Court said you cannot limit contributions to these third-party independent campaigns. Now, what you can do is you can require disclosure. Well, our old statute required both, and it was struck down when Citizens United came out. So we have tried, I have introduced the legislation, Senate Bill 1 last year, the House bill that we dealt with just a few weeks ago, trying to get it up. It's called dark money, it's called third-party electioneering. And all we're trying to do, there's a difference between free speech and anonymous speech. You know, it's sort of like the old fire in the theater kind of deal. Yeah, you've got free speech, but you're limited. You can't say there's fire in the theater and cause a disruption like that. The same goes with electioneering. You got free speech, you can spend any amount of money on a third-party campaign, independent of a committee, independent of a candidate. And you've got a right to write as big a check as you want to do, call it whatever you want to call it. You know, this is the Larry Martin campaign, and write, you know, a $100,000 check to it. But the public has a right to know who it is behind it. Just tell us who you are. That's all we want to know. You can spend any amount of money, and you wouldn't believe the blowback that has come with that, because there are hundreds of campaigns being run around this state right now, independent of candidates, or sometimes they're not all that independent of candidates. But, you know, there's this loose kind of rule that anything goes. We're one of 3 or 4 states in the country that allows that. And my premise is that is a basic undermining of democracy to allow something like that to go on.